I worked at got in at Capital One, man. The way that I got in Capital One, man, I started in the call center, dog. Customer service, answering people calls and stuff, man.
Cause that's crazy. Cause I did want to ask you, cause you nearly worked there for almost a decade, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
And how was the rise through the ranks in that job over that period?
Great question, man. Look, like I said, I started on the phone, and I can remember I got there and I said, it was probably a couple weeks in, man, and I went to my manager, kind of like our first check in, and I was like, look, man, I was like, I got a marketing degree, dog. Like, I know what I want to do. It ain't answering phones for the rest of my career. I want to get into the brand department, man. I want to do that. And he told me straight up, man. He said, "I'm sorry, man. People don't make that jump from here. They don't. We hire kids out of college that go straight into marketing to our brand department. They don't typically make the jump from the phone to to the brand department. And a lot of people would take that and say, would take that and be like, damn, well, I guess my tenure here is done, or this is what I'm gonna do. But it was a battery in my back because I was like, all right, I'm gonna prove you wrong, man. And so I stayed on the phone for probably 8-9 months. I moved to QA. So now I'm QAing people on the phone, and luckily that got me into to the corporate side of the business, and I just started networking, man, meeting people, engaging with people, letting them know what I wanted to do. Bumped into one of my friends from high school, man, that it was in my DECA class with me.
Stop playing.
And saw her at lunch in the commons area, and she said, "What are you doing here? What are you doing?" I told her, I'm doing QA. But I got my marketing degree. You know what I can do there. And she said, as soon as you get back to your desk, send me your resume. And I see what I can do, man. A shout out to Amy. Amy hooked me up because as soon as I got back to my desk, I hit her, sent that resume. Probably a couple weeks later, man, I was in front of one of the hiring managers in the brand department. They was looking for a marketing coordinator for email marketing at Capital One, and she gave me the job, man. Shout out to Whitney. I remember all that. Shout out to Whitney Parfit, man. Whitney hired me. It was a role they didn't even post it. They just said, "Hey, I'm looking for somebody. You want to do it? We'll just give it to you." And I got it, man. And that was my opportunity. Like, once I got into the brand department, man, again, just me being the person I want to be the best, man. I just absorbed everything I was learning. Capital One, really smart people there, huge company, and I just worked my way up, man. Started in email marketing, and I moved over to direct mail, doing that type of stuff. Then I moved into like customer management, where I was kind of managing the communications that we have with consumers as once they get a credit card, and what kind of notifications they received and all that stuff, man. And then from there, I kind of was building my network, particularly in the African American network at Capital One, man. Strong group of associates at Capital One that was like, hey, each one teach one, man. We're gonna build each other up. They had a lot of great programming there, and it just allowed me to really gain my confidence, man. So I was doing stuff on the side of my main job like doing stuff with the African American Network. And there was a program that we had, man. It was called the Future Leaders Forum for Young Men, where we would actually bring inner city kids to Capital One for all day workshop where they learn financial literacy, they learn about leadership, and kind of just give them a all day workshop to kind of just let them understand, one,
that's tough.
It's a great corporate environment here. This is an opportunity for you to learn that, and this is possible that you see these black professionals here. This is possible for you right in your backyard. You from Richmond, you can do this, right? But then two, it also allowed me to showcase my leadership skills to executives, to managers and so forth at Capital One, and say, damn, he doing this on the side. This ain't in his main job. He pulling this together. And I just built so much confidence, man, that my brand grew within Capital One, and now people vouching for me. And it's one of the things I tell everybody, man, that people are willing to invest in you when they see that you're investing in yourself.